Please don't talk bad about your child, mother, or father in this segment of It's Scary to Remarry. What's up, Brave Arts community? This is Sean Heineman here with another segment of It's Scary to Remarry, wanting you to love fearlessly. And I seen a post on social media the other day, and I said, wow, I need to share this with my community. And the post was quite controversial. So I know it's going to catch a lot of people off guard, and it might even upset some people because I seen in the comment section people were going off. But I said, you know what? Let's discuss it because this is what we're all about here. We're all about controversial topics and bringing some truth to light. So the post said this, and excuse my language, so I hope you know where I'm going with this. If your baby daddy ain't, what qualifications did he meet to get the vagina in the first place? That's what the quote said on social media. So I decided to share it. Now, I used to wonder why people talk bad about their baby mom or baby dad. And I really don't like using the term baby mom or baby daddy, but you know where I'm going with this. I promised myself, because as you know, I've been through a divorce. I promised myself to never talk bad about my daughter's mother, right? Because at the end of the day, I'm the one that slept with her. I chose her. I married her. So why would I talk bad to her about other people? Even when you see me on interviews, podcast interviews, you never hear me say anything bad about my ex-wife because I chose her. So what does that make me look like if I'm going to talk bad about them, but yet and still I married her and got her pregnant? So I would say just, tread lightly when it comes to talking about the baby father or the baby mother, because first of all, if your child is around and your child is hearing this, that makes them feel bad because that's their mom or that's their dad. So you really have to be careful about what you say about them, especially in the presence of your kids. And even to other people, I think you should just show them some kind of common courtesy, even though you might know the truth about them. But it's okay. I know you're probably angry about some things that didn't work out in your favor, but I would just say to take everything with a grain of salt and learn to speak in a healthy manner of the child, mother, or father, because at the end of the day, that's what they are, right? Y'all both created a life together. Now, here are some tips I want to give to you, and this applies to men and women, so I'm not picking on either one of you guys. I'm not, trying to single out anybody, so let's jump into this. Now, remember, sometimes you sleep with people way too fast and you don't even know this person, right? I get it. You was attracted to this person. She had this, he had that physically. You was feeling them and, you weren't thinking, right? And then all of a sudden, she's telling you, I'm pregnant. And you like, oh, shoot, what I'm going to do now. But you wasn't thinking about it, right? You were just thinking about trying to get into bed with this person. And dudes come up with the whole concept like, oh, I strap up and all this other stuff. And it's just like, after the first couple of times you have sex with the woman, the condom's coming off, right? After you done slept with them for a little while, eventually the condom is going to come off. Now, I want to talk about this a little bit more in depth because everybody's situation is different, but you really have to be careful about having unprotected sex, let alone, with STIs and things of that nature. You really have to watch what you're doing. Now, you at least want to know the status of your situationship, if that's what you want to call it, but are y'all both monogamous? Like when you become monogamous, then the chances are even higher of you not wearing a condom, because I believe that there's a certain amount of trust that you have once you take the condom off. And sometimes you might be in a situationship with somebody, or, y'all just both quote unquote single, but there might be a certain level of trust, or he might end up taking the condom off because he don't like the way it feel, so you have to be careful with that. Are y'all sleeping with other people? Like, these conversations, you got to have the conversations. And I get it, people cheat, People do all kind of things, but you really have to tread lightly in this area, because when you don't know this person and then they pop up pregnant, raising a child takes two healthy, mentally healthy, sound, mature adults, because the child didn't ask to be here. But yet and still, we can be irresponsible with our bodies. Um, Again, if y'all just hanging and banging, y'all got to have the conversations. You're going to have to wear protection. You just have to. And there's no compromise. But again, like I said before, once y'all start doing it more often, chances are that the condom is going to come off. And I don't know too many people, when you don't know that person in depth, to have a child with them where y'all actually able to work things out and y'all get along really well. Like, that takes years. So I also want you to know too, because ladies, listen, just because he screwed you good doesn't translate to him being a good father, right? Just because he blew your back out, that, like, being a parent is a whole different level than just, a couple of nights of sex. Fellas, she might be thick, but that doesn't translate that she's going to be a good mom. You have to think about these. You got to think with this head, right? Um, every time that you lay down with somebody, there's a chance that you're going to get them pregnant. So you want to think about, okay, if I'm laying down with this person, there might be a chance that I get them pregnant. Are you willing to be connected to somebody for 18 years of child support and constant differences and arguments? You have to really consider these things. I know it's your body. You can do what you want to do, but you really have to consider some things, or else being attached to somebody to 18 years that you rarely know when it comes to paying child support, and you have this child with this person, it can become very tough. And the child ends up seeing this stuff, and he end up, or she grows up in this dysfunction because all the child saw was mom and dad argue. And we want to do a better job of raising healthy kids. So that's all I have about that. I believe that when I seen the topic, I had to share it. So let me know what you thought in the comment section. Have you, been in this situation where you really didn't know the guy or the girl too well, but you ended up pregnant? Like, how did you deal with that process? Let me know in the comment section below. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and share this with a friend. You can also find this on audio form on podcast, on Apple Podcasts. You can find it on Stitcher. You can find it on all the podcasting platforms. And make sure you leave a review and rating on iTunes. Give us an honest review. I would love to hear from you and how the podcast is working for you, and if there's anything that you would like for us to address, let me know. This is Sean Heineman here at It's Scary to Remarry, wanting you to love fearlessly. Take care, Brave Hearts community.